Solana passed XRP and soon to be BNB. We're also going to talk about the Solana phone, which may be driving up the price action. Banks are getting into XRP, but how much are they getting into XRP? I've got stats to share with you. We're talking about institutional money. And traders are looking to short the market in early 2024. I've got new data. Let's get into it. We're all talking about the Sol pump and can it last? Confilala says, hey Klaus, at what price it's sold do you think they can dump it? Enough to raise money to pay their debt. I think they already know how much they need to pump the price. That's to raise the money that they need. All right, so they do own a lot of Sol. This is FTX, but the firm that they hired, Galaxy Digital, Mike Novogratz, giving you juicy deets right at the beginning of the video. He and his firm are the ones responsible for liquidating it. They're allowed to liquidate about $100 million a week with permission to liquidate more from the court, so we could follow their liquidations. Because of the price of Sol and all the assets going up, creditors were going to get about 50 cents to the dollar. They're now getting as much as 73 cents to the dollar. So trust me, there's going to be some itchy trigger fingers when it comes to dumping Sol to get their creditors whole. Did you like that? Michael Semino says profits on XRP. Who? Gotta love the humor. Bitcoin sitting at 43,765. Is the BTC ETF pump over? I don't know, everyone. We're kind of losing steam. ETH 2312, BNB, which Sol is highlighting 269. Sol 94.2. Will Sol hit $100 before XRP hits $1? XRP sitting at 62 cents, while XLM right now is sitting at 12.5. HBAR made a move as well, everyone. 8.9. Prometheum secures FINRA approval for digital asset security clearing services. And you're like, God, why does Prometheum sound so familiar? Remember, Prometheum is the company that got the approval from the SEC. And a bunch of us out there were like, well, wait a minute, how did you get approval from the SEC? And they never really even told us. Prometheum has also faced scrutiny from industry groups and lawmakers. The Blockchain Association raised concerns about a potential sweetheart deal between Prometheum and the SEC, while White House Financial Services Committee Patrick McHenry sought further information from the SEC regarding the company's license. But guess what? Have we heard anything about it? No. Patrick McCarthy has done a lot of threats, but he has not followed through. We heard him. We heard McCarthy go, okay. So all these crypto companies are taking years and years to file. They're all getting denied, but how does Prometheum do it? And Gensler's like, yeah, I'm not telling you. And seriously, and where's McHenry asking for more deets? Come on now, everyone. So Prometheum looks like they're going to be the ones to get the institutional bags when it comes to crypto. All right, what about banks in XRP? All right, I know the thunder lately has been stolen by Solana, but let's talk about banks buying some XRP, and I got some juicy deets for it. As always, any article you see in this video, along with all my other ones, happy Friday, everyone. I snuck it in. Will be found in the description below. Data from BCBS shows worldwide banks commit $205 million to XRP. That's not a lot of money, but let me show you what they're getting involved with. Exposures to XRP and other crypto. According to the report, the collective disclosure from banks indicated that their crypto exposures amounted to 9.4 billion or 10.27, depending on which figures you go by. Furthermore, the findings indicated that XRP ranked as the third largest altcoin for which the 19 banks acknowledged substantial commitments. In particular, XRP constituted 2% of the 9.4 billion, with a total of about 205 million. Big holds by these banks were Bitcoin and Ethereum at 31% and 22% respectively. So you're talking about half of them own, of the holdings, half of it is Bitcoin and Ethereum, 2% of it is XRP. It's not a lot. Like, let's just be real here. That is not a lot. In fact, you can see where XRP is right here. And in fact, Stellar is way, way, way down here with pretty much next to nothing. But more XRP action than Sol. Just something I would throw out there for you. So banks are buying it. Are they buying a lot? No. I mean, 2%, 205 million. It's not really much news. Short Nvidia stock is one of the top technical ideas 2024 at UBS. Okay. So we know that cryptos and equities rallied pretty hard in 2023, but you're starting to see some pretty hefty premiums come in line if you want to start shorting some of these things. Nvidia is one of them. UBS technical analysts have a bearish outlook at equities for the first half of next year, although expect to see buying opportunities moving to the third quarter as part of the next regular 4-year cycle bottom. So now we have to ask ourselves, with all this news that's going on and people are talking about rotations and bottoms, did XRP miss this bull run? Like, is the bull run over? Are we going to start seeing crazy selling pressure in the first half of 2024, as said by UBS, as people are going to be shorting stuff? This should see the S&P 500 decline to the range of 4,300 by the third quarter. Broader economic outlook aligns with the anticipation of a hard landing for the economy in 2024. And UBS suggests that the market may be underestimating the risk of a synchronized economic downturn between US, China, and Europe. Essentially what they're saying is, look, things were cooked for too long. Now Europe, US, and China may all be facing a hard landing, which would mean what everyone, that their economies would suffer, which would mean growth things, right? Like tech stuff along with crypto would be bad. That's why NVIDIA, to short NVIDIA, you're paying hefty juice. However, UBS envisions quarter 3 four-year cycle to bottom as the basis for a new cyclical bull market extending into 2025-2026. Analyst reflects cautious near-term stance with the expectation of buying opportunity in the next year. Speaking of buying, Solana phone. Now, maybe that's one of the reasons why Solana is moving, because the phone comes with bonk, more bonk than what the phone is worth. Listen to this. Solana Mobile announced that all affected customers have been informed and apologized for the situation. Basically, people want their phone and they don't have enough of them. Supply and demand. We talk about that with crypto. I don't care what you're talking about. Supply and demand. Solana-based meme coin Bonk experienced a parabolic rise this month, reaching 800% by December 15th. Why is that important? Because those phones come with 30 million Bonk tokens, making it more valuable than the phone itself. The company's limited stocks quickly ran out on the US and EU. In a message posted on X, Solana Mobile behind the project said, in our efforts to fulfill orders, we learned of an inventory management issue with a third-party distributor that resulted in misrepresentation of our inventory. Unfortunately, this has led to the inability to fulfill orders. Therefore, we cannot fulfill orders, blah, 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 blah. But, I mean, you've got soul juiciness. Now, do I need a blockchain phone? No, I don't. Would I like to get a phone that came with Bonk? Well, yeah, I would sell the Bonk right away, sell the phone, and I would be in the green, and I'd be able to use my T-Mobile phone. Just throwing it out there. So, yeah, you're going to hear about Solana and their phone. So then I have to ask you, okay, so 205 million, all right, that banks bought of XRP. People are freaking out thinking, hey, we might see some corrections here soon. Shorting stuff is going to be expensive, which means people are looking for a heavy downturn in the market. But now we have to start asking ourselves, did XRP miss out on this run? Is XRP going to have a correction which then rallies at the back half of 2024? Remember, we got the election coming up in 2024, and that could be some very interesting speculative times. So with all that going on, with minimal investment in XRP from banks out there, we got to look, where's this next oomph coming from? BTC ETF action seems to be wearing out because a lot of us are sitting there going, you know what? We think, honestly, the 10th of January is when we're going to get some approval action. Solana, yeah, I get it. They're juicy. They're deep in the green right here. But we know FTX has got a bunch of them. And we're like, well, wait a minute. Aren't they going to be under pressure to get as much as they can? Well, yeah, but they've done a really good job so far of not aggravating the market. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Well, I mean, oh my gosh, everyone, look at the entire crypto market itself. Look at market caps right here. Look how close Solana is to BNB. Solana, 40.1 billion, BNB 40.8, XRP at 33.5. Jumped way past XRP, was briefly above BNB right before I did this video. They've now kind of slid back a little bit. So we've got a lot of interesting things going on. It's buy the rumor, sell the news. There's plenty of ways to make money in the crypto market. You just have to have your eyes open to those opportunities and be very careful with the narrative out there. Now, I really don't care what the reason is for things going up. Things are up, it's good. It means juicy profit. It means more money. So when we look at XRP and banks only buying like 2% of their holdings with XRP, you're just like, oh, okay, so it's really not that much, especially when considering when Bitcoin and Ethereum are over 50% of their holdings. XRP holders are also looking at it going, okay, cool, so what do we got now? I mean, do we have any case action? No, not until next year, and that's just about the penalty for primary sales. Solana is here constantly in the news with FTX action. Now they're in the news with their Solana phone, so they're getting lots of coverage. You're seeing lots of traders out there, lots of day traders, lots of swing traders move from XRP and go into Sol, go into Bonk, go into places where they're making money. Is it right or wrong? Well, it's all dependent upon the person. Should you be chasing stuff? That's all up to you and your skill level. I'm just here to report the news, and what I'm reporting to you right now is Sol is stealing the roost. People have moved on from the XRP BS at the moment, all right? It could always come back. But people have moved on with the BS from XRP and they're jumping into SOL. And I know people are going to be like, no, bro, that's not true. Then why is SOL up like 800% this year while XRP is nowhere near that? Why is it over the last month, people have just jumped onto SOL more and more and more and more, and you have seen just a massive, massive uptick in the price of SOL? I mean, look, I get it. I get emotions, but look at the chart up on the screen. All right? Solana in the last month has gone from $54 to $93 where it sits right now. In the last month, you can't say the same thing for XRP, XLM, BTC, any of those others out there. So you can get mad at me all you want, but the reality is people are picking SOL right now at the moment. Its volume in the last 24 hours up 36%. That's on top of volume that was already astronomically freaking high. So come on now, everyone. We got to open our eyes and ears. Do we want a SOL phone? No, probably not. Would we take the 30 million bonk tokens, which are worth more than the phone, and celebrate and sell them? I think some of us would. I know this guy would, because I don't want a crypto phone. I don't really give a crap about that product. But the product is hot. People want it. It's supply and demand. And as long as there's going to be some product news with Solana, as long as Solana is still in the news regarding FTX liquidation worries, as long as Solana is in the news because it's stealing the roost with traders and investors out there, well, then that's what's going to happen in this market. And we're also going to see that you're going to pay a pretty hefty premium to short stuff here in the near term. Why? Because guess what, everyone? People are expecting the market to go down heavily in the first part of 2024 to then move back up in the back half of 2024. What's your strat and what are your plans? How are you tackling all this? And how do you feel about banks only buying 2% worth of XRP? I mean, think about that. They bought $205 million worth of XRP. That's like nothing. I mean, seriously, like that's like crap. I mean, consider the 1 billion XRP every month that gets dumped in the market. Yes, I know some of it gets put into escrow, but think about the amount that banks have bought, the $205 million worth of it, okay? And think every month when 1 billion tokens get out at 60 cents a piece, that's $600 million. That's 3 times the amount that banks have bought that gets dumped on the market every month. I understand escrow, but it's still got to get dumped on the market eventually. So every month, 3 times the amount of XRP that gets dumped into the open public on escrow, 3 times more than what banks have bought on XRP in total. And that's every month with the dump. So again, it goes back to supply and demand. If there's going to be a whole bunch of supply for XRP, people are going to be like, okay, well, cool. I don't really have to rush to buy it. Banks are obviously in a rush to buy it because they've only bought 2%. And yeah, supply and demand, buy the rumor, sell the news. Who wants a crypto phone? I don't. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment below.